Hey, welcome back to Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue.
Okay, so we're in a Megazord.
About time.
Lightspeed.
Oh, it's the same guy we beat last time. Alright, so we get this more Hellboy Asylum Seeker combat.
I can't tell, is this the train Megazord or
Yeah, it's the train.
Again, size.
Again.
It's too small for it to be train Megazord.
No, we're up. These are like big rocks. Was it supposed to be a lot bigger than this guy is?
Yeah, the train Megazords. It's like
That fight was surprisingly easy. What's the train Megazord supposed to be?
like humongous. It's supposed to be like to the Megazord. It's supposed like how big we are to the regular Megazord. That's how big it's supposed to be to the Megazord.
Oh.
It's like super big. It holds all the other. It holds the other Megazords, and it holds each of the other basic Megazords in its each car. So it's like super big.
Huh. Anyways, our next level is called Safety First. Oh no.
These fuel cells are extremely
Fuel cells. Oh
They must be
no.
delivered to headquarters via the docks. Your assignment is to collect these precious items before marauding batlings find them.
It is essential that you retrieve these dangerous
I
items.
thought it was
In
bat
the wrong
wings.
hands,
I
they
think
can
it's
cause
bat
immense
wings.
Environmental
Yeah.
damage. Make sure you keep them away from high temperatures.
Of an-
Return back safe.
Not WING, LING.
Yeah, I thought it was a W. Well, that's a big mistake in the earlier videos.
This time let's go searching all the way around, everywhere because we won't have to we won't have to have this state is not clear yet. It's not clear yet. Not clear yet.
It's gonna tell me that, I'm pretty sure.
Look under every rock and hard place.
Between a rock and a hard place, that's where Homer Simpson ended up, and things didn't end well for him.
He survived.
Yeah, he survived, but he got pretty beat up.
Hummer always gets beat up.
From stuff he shouldn't survive. Hell, even his fight with Peter Griffin, he was almost killed off. Until they agreed to stay a half hour apart from each other.
The only Simpsons character they've killed off is Ned Flanders' wife.
No, they killed off Bart's teacher too.
Really?
Yeah, because her voice actor died.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. And they didn't want to recast it, so they just kind of, like, Ned Flanders got into a relationship with her, and then they just kind of mentioned that she died, and Ned Flanders was sad about it.
Well, I'll tell you, I remember watching it. She was dating the principal.
I think at one point she starts dating Flanders, too. Sector not cleared. There we go. There we go, man.
We had to
Put
have
your hands up. Put your hands up.
that in every video. Such not clear. It's our catchphrase for this video.
Hey, it's much better than this area is not available in alpha version. At least we can access it at some point.
True.
Oh my god. I'm afraid to fall in the water because that's going to cause instant death. This area is not available in alpha version.
You would think the Rangers would know how to swim.
I would hope so. But then again, Spider-Man Spider-Man knew how to swim in the Spider-Man cartoon from from the 90s, and yet in the Spider-Man PS1 games he can't swim. Hell, not even in the newer games can he swim. I mean, he won't die, but he'll just swim back to shore, and then you can't actually swim with him.
The water must have a very strong undertow, even more powerful than the Ranger's powers.
Maybe. But
Kind of like the turtles, they can't swim in Turtles 1.
on the NES. And I died. Perfect, because I was trying to find a place to jump at. Oh my god. Well, speaking of which...
And again, why can't the Power Rangers make that jump? You think they could? They have superpowers. You think they can jump? They can jump all the way up to a Megazord height. I think they can jump a little gap.
Alright, where's the one enemy that's preventing us from moving? Oh,
I hate to use this word, but this game isn't very realistic at all for Power Rangers.
yeah! In Power Rangers, they can defeat a villain by just using a kite. No, literally, in one of the first episodes of Jungle Fury, one of them, like, grabs a kite and just, like, cleans up the villain and kills it before the Megazord fight.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder the Disney series got canned. Then again, I hear RPM got kind of dark, but...
Yeah. I think the Disney series, I think RPM was good, and so was Dino Thunder.
Yeah, a lot of people like Dino Thunder. I think Wild Force was overall considered good too, but only because Saban was actually doing the early production stages on that before Disney took over.
Yeah, I think people like Dino Thunder because it was Return of Tommy.
Well, that was one reason, but I think people liked SPD too.
That was decent. I like the twist ending, the Evil Rangers.
Yeah.
We gotta do something.
I know that Mystic Force is kind of a mixed bag. Overdrive was painful, and then Jungle Fury, I don't know if anyone remembered.
Yeah, I didn't watch Jungle Fury until much later because Overdrive just killed it for me.
So what do you think of it?
What?
Jungle Fury.
I'm still watching it. It's pretty good. It's not that great, but it's better than
Oh, okay, so it's probably like Mystic Force level then.
Yeah, like I said, Overdrive killed it for me, and I was like, after that, I stopped watching it for years.
Oh my god!
I think RPM did what Overdrive tried to do, but much better.
It's all about them cars. Gotta
Yeah.
sell them toys.
Yeah, I think Overdrive tried to do like a little more like serial connected storyline, but they did so terribly that, and the Rangers just sucked. Period. So like it was. I just watched it until the team up, and I quit because the team up was the best part of the team up was the best part of the episode, the whole series.
Of Overdrive?
Yeah, where Adam came back as the leader.
Yeah, where they brought back 5 of the previous Rangers from earlier teams.
That was the only good part of the whole series, in my opinion.
Yeah, because they were trying the hardest. Now speaking of which, well, that's what you're watching right now?
Well, right now I'm watching on Netflix. I'm watching the classic.
Oh. Right now, I'm watching a mix. Well, I watch Walking Dead, Arrow, Flash, Gotham, and Legends of Tomorrow as they air on TV. But when I do Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon and all that, I typically alternate between Jessica Jones, Young Justice, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man and X-Men cartoons from the 90s. And they also added The Batman to Netflix.
Cool. Oh,
What were you gonna say?
Oh, speaking of going back to our other conversation, kids, speaking of Rangers, if you watch Power Rangers on Netflix, watch the original season 193 version. Do not watch the 2010 remix. Don't. You'll be scarred for life.
Oh, and I got a similar message. A lot of people... I started watching the first episode of The Batman, and a lot of people were hating on it because, oh, it's not as good as Batman the Animated Series. I'll admit, yeah, it's not as good as Batman the Animated Series, but you know what? After Teen Titans Go, after Ultimate Spider-Man, after Avengers Assemble, after Hulk and the Agents of Smash, you could do much worse.
Yeah.
The Batman's not a bad show. I mean, it's definitely not great, but you know, and I hear it does get pretty good in the later seasons, but... And the Batman vs. Dracula was actually a really good movie based on it.
Yeah, the 2010 remix, I would like of Power Rangers. I would have liked it if all they did was just redigitize the film and make it more colorful. That was okay. It's brighter, less grainy and stuff. And more HD quality. But they had to add those little PAL, BAM, comic books things and everywhere, and that just like the 60s Adam West Batman thing. That just ruined it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like how you're trying to talk about a bad Power Rangers show, and I'm trying to talk about bad DC cartoons.
Yeah. You should watch on Netflix the difference between the two episodes of the very first episode of Power Rangers and the remix in 2010.
Yeah, Power Rangers I could add to my list.
I totally, like I said, well, the original is less, it's more grainy and stuff of some type of footage.
Oh, I don't care. Batman the Animated Series was really grainy.
But like I said, it's much better. But like I said, the new one just put all these different sound effects and effects in there that just kind of like it's like George Lucas doing the special effects for Star Wars. Just add a lot of useless, affect the storyline at all.
By the way, I'm stuck again. But you just remind me of the Iron Man cartoon that was airing around the same time as like Spider-Man. And the same thing went with like Fantastic Four. There's also a Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s. They were airing in a 1 hour block. The first seasons of both those shows were some of the same thing you're describing, like all those very cheesy stuff. Like if you watch the intro for Iron Man in season 1, you'll notice it has to introduce all the villains in a very comic book comedy-like fashion, like not taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hated that. So by season 2, they revamped both shows to take a bit more of a serious tone, and sure enough, a lot of people liked them better. And like, you should go look up the season 2 intro for Iron Man, because it's actually pretty awesome. Like, you get Iron Man with a mullet, he's shirtless, he's pounding his Iron Man suit with Thor, like what looks like Thor's hammer, and there's like a really heavy metal music just going, I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Like,
was that in the 90s?
It was from the 90s, yeah.
I don't remember that show. I don't remember watching that.
It wasn't on for very long, because by the time even though the show got a lot better, that show alongside Fantastic Four got a lot better by season 2, the damage the first seasons had done were already, basically the damage was already done. They got canned after the second season for both of them.
The same thing happened to the Power Rangers after they did that damage. Saban like, no, I'm buying this thing back now from you. You ruined my show. I'm buying it back.
Well, Power Rangers went on for much longer.
Yeah, after the 2010 remix, Saban's like, I'm buying this back. You ruined it.
Well, originally Disney wanted to can the show after Wild Force. The only reason they kept going with Wild Force was because Saban started with. They basically had the budget ready for the show, and Disney's like, well, we can't let this all go to waste. But then the demand for the show made them make all these seasons, but then they were doing all these cost-cutting measures, and yeah. And then with RPM and the remix, they were like, you know what? Enough's enough. We want this for reruns. No more.
It's like, it didn't do much. All they did was tape a few scenes with people, because most of it was still from Japan. All I did was translate, like dub the voices, and tape a few American scenes.
Oh my god. Where the hell is this last battling? Oh my, why couldn't I go up there earlier?
Wow.
There's something up there.
You know, just so you know, when this video gets uploaded, a lot of this may get sped up, aside from when we're talking about stuff that actually means something. Like your Power Rangers remix stuff, my rants, and...
Speaking of Power Rangers, I've been getting a few clips of the Sentai on YouTube. I found some.
Yeah, you mentioned that yesterday.
Yes.
I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I was watching the guy who played who was the White Ranger in Japan. Apparently, was a pervert. He's a little pervert.
Oh god.
He actually grabbed the Pink Ranger's breasts and looked up her skirt.
That kind of reminds me, you know, oh my god. You know that movie Cool Cat Saves the Kids?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. There's this one point where a police officer shows up and tells them about safety crossing the road. Like, you gotta look both ways and all that. The guy in that police officer uniform playing the police officer is a porn actor. And Derek Savage was shown to have some connections with that industry. If you look at some of his earlier works before Cool Cat.
We're very careful though. He might fire this video now.
I'm not gonna add tags. I'm not gonna. He's gonna search high and search low.
We talked about Cool Cat. He's gonna fight us now because he's on.
For one thing, I wasn't saying. I'm saying he could do whatever. Oh my god, what am I gonna say here? I'm not either gonna support nor demonize him. I'm just gonna say, let him make his Cool Cat stuff as long as he's not hurting anybody. Then again, the Cool Cat movie is hurting people. Like, I ate everything.
Yeah, he's like he mentioned in this first video of this series of the WTFU. He fights. He's flagging everybody that even mentions Cool Cat or shows Cool Cat clips.
I would say it was the Fine Brothers that set off the Where's the Fair Use incident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta go back. I just want to make sure we don't miss any of these cores. And I nearly killed myself right there. Oh my god, how long has this been going on for? It could go a little bit over 20 minutes, because it's probably some of this is going to be sped up.
Found the bad guy.
Yes.
But,
Sector not clear, sector not clear, sector not clear. Shut up.
These episodes for the Power Rangers are going to have some weird video titles, probably.
When I start uploading these, well, it's going to be a while because I got a lot of Nicktoons videos yet. By the way, you saw the first one that had you in it, right?
Yeah, I just left a comment on it right before you called me.
Yeah, you talked about how Kevin the Sea Cucumber is not nice.
Yeah, like I said, these once we upload these, they're going to have some weird titles probably. So we talk about some of the stuff we talk about.
At the very least, I'll be talking in the description. Putting it in the description, what we were doing. By the way, have you watched some of the stuff I outlined? What I said I was watching?
When?
When you were talking about how you're watching Power Rangers now.
Well, I can't watch it. We'll watch it when we're done the stream. Probably can't watch it right now.
No, I mean have you watched any of the stuff I mentioned?
Not since last night.
No, I mean like the shows I mentioned, like Marvel's live-action stuff, like Daredevil, Jessica Jones.
I've seen
later DC cartoons like the Batman and Young Justice.
See, I've seen I think I've seen Young Justice. Haven't seen the Batman. Maybe less. I don't know.
I think you said you watched. I think in an earlier comment you posted, you said you watched it for a little bit, and you said it was okay.
I don't remember. There's been so many Batman cartoons. I don't remember what's what I've seen, what I haven't seen.
Well, I know that Batman the Animated Series you said was great. The Batman you said you thought was decent, and then you hated Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Oh yeah, it was the Batman. Was that the one where Clayface was a cop?
I don't know because I haven't watched the show. It's the one where the Joker is like acts like where the Joker like what. It was like basically it's where the Joker has the wild haircut and he like swings around acrobatically and all that.
Yeah, I think that's the one. I think that's the one. That was okay. That was decent. I think that's the one where the Joker created Clayface.
Oh, well, I'm trying to watch it on Netflix because they just added on Netflix, and from what I've seen, I would say it's okay. I hear it gets better later on when several DCAU alumni start coming on it, but...
And I did like the original Teen Titans more. I like the Teen Titans remake.
Well, no. Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go, I hate with a passion. But I want to watch the original Teen Titans. I have to get it on DVD.
That's why I said I like the original better than the remake.
Well, it's no. A lot of people like the debate. Oh, what's the best Batman cartoon? What's the best Justice League cartoon? What's the best Avengers cartoon? What's the best Spider-Man cartoon? And then when it comes to asking what's the best Teen Titans cartoon, hands down, Teen Titans Go is definitely not going to be number one for anyone who has a brain. And I'm trying to find where this... Because it's still telling me sector not clear.
Yeah, I think the original Teen Titans was more for teens and adults, and this other one is more for kids.
Kids should not be watching that. They're gonna learn that girls carry cooties, and it's real. Don't go near girls, kids.
That's what I said. It's more kids. It's more for kids than actual adults, like the original was.
And too bad. This is how all superhero cartoons for kids are doing. Ultimate Spider-Man has an episode where Deadpool appears, and they have a fight, and it's literally all cutaway gags, like, oh, they're in a boxing ring, oh, they're somewhere else, oh, now they're back where they originally were, oh. And most of the fight is just them sissy slapping.
I was going to see that movie today, but I got sick. I couldn't see it.
What movie were you going to see?
Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. Yeah, the movie's great. Yeah, you need to see it.
Yeah, I got sick, and so did my I was gonna go with. He got sick too.
Oh my god! You know what? I'm gonna find where we have to go in the next video.
Till next time, guys. See you then.